Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Priest Malak. You haven't heard from me in a long time. I'm just getting off of work, and I got something to say, man. I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. As far as the 12 tribe, they call it chart today. We used to call it sign. I want to say this, that from Adam until now, we had black people of different nations. Until the white man came, which come from Esau, that's when we start seeing people that was not black no more. Now, black people can range in complexion and feature all the nations. But let me tell you this. Jacob and his 2 wives, 2 concubines, or you want to say 4 wives, whichever way you want to put it, they were black. Therefore, their children were black. That's just obvious. That's just blatantly obvious. So the 12 tribes of Israel, that first generation, was definitely of a black people. All right? Basically, that kills that argument about is the Israelites black or Negro. There's no scripture saying that the Israelites are different nations, different races, 3 different races, 1 nation. That's not scripture. It was some mixing down the line, yes. You know, usually when a Negro seed even mixed with another nation, which he shouldn't have, they still come out with those features. Israel gene does not dilute. You may have different skin color, but our phenotypes and our features don't really change. All right? I'm not saying it never happens, but to just blatantly say there's 9 non-black tribes and 3 black tribes, that's not scriptural. That cannot be explained in any way. There's no scripture that supports that or nothing. Speckled bird is not talking about mixing with the nations. Cake unturned is not talking about light skin and dark skin. That's BS and that's bullshit doctrine. Okay? It's not scriptural. All right, so I'm saying this not to cause problems, but you know, it's a valid point that the Israelites are black people. We got artifacts, we got archives, they got no proof of Israelite not being black. None. And the one that they always use from the walls of Egypt is a drawing that they drew over to make them look like they were almost white. They changed their skin complexion, they changed their hair complexion, because the original paintings in the walls of ancient Egypt of the Israelites going into Egypt, the 70 souls the scriptures speak of, it shows them as being black. And in Egypt, it shows us as being black. So, you know, this needs to stop. But I will say this, and this is what I agree with, that, you know, from mixing with nations, you do see certain things about them that change, but as far as that phenotype and that DNA and bone structure, it doesn't change. Tiger Woods has Asian-looking eyes, like his mother. He has certain features, like his mother's side. But Tiger Woods, nevertheless, his phenotype is Negro. That's the proof. That's proof. Look at Russell Simmons' ex-wife. At first, you think she's an Asian woman, but if you really, really look at her, you can see in her spirit, you can see in her face, you can see that she's not of those people. She just has some features, but that black phenotype, their attitude, meaning her spirit, all of that is Israel. You know, and if you saw it the other way around, it's different. Even though they may look black, when you really look at them and you really see their spirit, the way they move and the way their bone structure is structured, you see that it's very conclusive that these are not our people. All right, shalom.